Hello, hello, and welcome. In this short video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Burn Bright Not Out Easy bookkeeping spreadsheet for your business. I am building this one just for my Amazon sellers Burn Bright Not Out account. I will do a separate one for KDP, a separate one for school. Even though if I use the money more blended and they're all under Burn Bright Not Out, I really want to do this because I want to see kind of each income stream individually to obviously learn from the numbers and grow and get better at making more money and spending less money. So let's go. Okay, so I'm here in the Start Here tab. You're going to see some directions, a welcome, why it matters, and then step by step how to use this spreadsheet. I will also attach this video I'm making right now. But you're going to go to the Setup tab, and the first thing you're going to do is make sure you're on the right month. We are setting this up in January 1st, but if you were coming at this spreadsheet making a new copy for next year, which I recommend, you make a master copy and label it master, and then you make another copy and you label it 2026. That way in 2027, you go back to your master and make a new copy and don't have to delete stuff and break cells. Okay, so you would choose whatever date there. That's the very first thing you need to do. Next, you need to put in your income and expense categories. You can have 10 income categories and you can have 25 expense categories. You cannot add something down here. It will not work in the pages across. And then basically you want to say what your profit goal is here. Okay, I'm just leaving this at 1,000 a month. I would love to make 1K profit a month. I'm not making that, I don't think yet. But we'll see in this one income stream. I'm hoping that my numbers show I'm breaking even because I am just launching 2 new products and the ads and all that costs a lot more at the beginning. Okay, and then what's going to happen is as you put in your items on the transaction log, your income and your expenses, they are going to show up in your profit and loss report. We'll get a little graph right here. So to set up this spreadsheet, you need to put the date first. And if you just click on there, you get the calendar. Then you need to put your income categories and your expense categories and your profit goals for each month. I am using the exact categories from this Amazon Seller Central January 1st to January 31st statement. And so then basically what you do is go to the transactions log. You can see here I've already started putting the first one in, and I was about to put in the refunds of $207.73. So 207.73, and that's a negative number because I have it as income. And so basically I sold $3,493.90. Yay, that's a really good month for me. But I had 207 in refunds. Inventory credit 1854. So sometimes you get inventory credits. It's very complex. And it just is. So this is the way we're going to do it. FBA product sale refunds. So the reason I'm going to do it this way is because over time I'll have all of these and be able to watch for patterns, etc. But month by month it's not a lot, and so I want you to just do it like it's a transaction. Shipping credits, I want you to do it like it's a transaction, because then you just make yourself do it and then you move on. It is good to do some reflection if you have the capacity or emotional energy at the time. But shipping credit refund minus $1.72, minus 1.72. It's really good for us to be manually putting these things in here. As well, so we can just start to see and understand the different fees that we're paying. Income, shipping credit refunds, okay. Promotional rebates, minus 48.19, minus 48.19. Promotional rebates, okay, $1.72 is the refund. 0.72 promotional rate refunds. rebate, refunds. Okay, and that's all of them. Those are all income. Even if they were a negative number, we're marking them as a negative here in income. Okay, I'm not going to worry about description because I named the category exactly that. So let's see how that goes. And then I'm just going to take this dot and take that down to there. Okay, now I'm going to go to expenses. And again, I've already put in the categories. So this is minus 507.30 and it's FBA selling fees. Ouch, expensive, but I don't have to deal with any of my own logistics and shipping and all of that thing, offering rebates, selling fees, FBA selling fees. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Transaction fees are even higher. FBA transaction fees down here in expenses. There we go. FBA inventory and inbound service fees. Now I got charged minus 200. I got charged 240. And this is used to be something that they take out 40 cents each time a journal was sold, but now I'm paying it up front. So this is an example of why it's really hard to track it. So if we just do it every month, it's systematically like this, we're going to have it and be able to use it. FBA inventory and inbound service fees. Okay. What is this? More service fees. Who knows what kind? There's just service fees. You can see Amazon takes a lot, and I'm going to refund administration fees. There we go. Refund administration fees. Okay. Now, this is a big one, cost of advertising. Now, this is off by a month almost. I got charged in January for December's cost of advertising, so it's not apples to apples. I spent a lot that month, and I made more that month, but I'm paying for it in a month, January, that I didn't make as much. Okay, and again, this is why we need to do this across months and not just look at 1 month and say I'm a failure. Okay, because I am like breaking even here. I think we'll look at the charts. It's going to be 500 above, but that's probably the cost of my manufacturing and then costs, which if I can break even, and like I said, I've been putting a lot of ad money into these and not figuring it out yet. And my journals are paying for that, right? So it's all in one account now. Okay, and then I don't know what to do about this transfer one. If anyone out there watching this has an idea, please let me know. I'm going to leave it out for now. This file will be in my Google Drive folder. So if I need to go back and add them, I'm also going to leave out taxes because it zeroes out. So be sure to change the date here on the transaction log as well. I had it on 2025 and couldn't figure out what was going on. I accidentally had these as minus because they're written as minus here, but you don't want to have them as minus because they are expenses. Okay, let's see if I can get my bar to go down. Now I have all my transactions, my income and my expenses here with the date on the correct year. And I'm going to go to this tab and I can see for 2026, my net profit is $362.80. Total income I brought in January so far, but it's the total on here, and my total expenses. Okay, so this all populated correctly. You can see I made a little bit more. The yellow goes up a little higher, but this will grow. And then here's my income breakdown. These are my sales, and then I paid for shipping credit. I got shipping credits. And then here's my expenses breakdown. So obviously this is obvious. I need to stop spending so much on ads. So that's my journey ahead. It's way higher. And then FBA transaction fees are very high, and I just have to know that. The FBA selling fees and transaction fees, that's a lot. So there's also like a $200 credit in here. So it's really messy, and it is what it is. So here we'll be able to see month by month. Okay, income and expenses. So this is really going to be great. All you're going to do today is exactly what I did here. You're going to come to setup. You're going to put in your income and your expenses based on what you're doing. Be sure to change the year, both there on the setup page and on the transaction log. And then go ahead and start inputting your incomes and your expenses and the amounts. And then you will be able to see January here. We're going to close this chapter for now, and then in early March we'll open up again and we'll do the exact same thing for February's expenses and income. And then in March we'll do the exact same thing for February's expenses and income, and we'll just add them here, but we'll put the date as appropriate.